I have had the chance to see and play many PS1 style indie horror games, and they all bring different things to the table to make their games stand out. Resident Evil and Silent Hill tend to be common springs from where they draw inspiration. Today I am going to talk to you about a game that brings to the table a standout experience wrapped in retro visuals, incredible atmosphere, solid gameplay, and a very intriguing story. Hi everyone, my name is Jeremy and this is my non-spoiler review for Fear of the Spotlight for PC on Steam. The game was developed and published by Cozy Game Pals. Fear of the Spotlight follows the story of Vivian. She and her friend Amy break into school at night and carry out a séance. Something supernatural happens and her friend, Amy, disappears and Vivian is transported to her school but from a different time period. She soon finds out that she is not alone and that something horrible is out to get her. Now it's up to you to find your friend and escape the nightmarish place that you have been trapped in. The game's story is told through voice-acted cutscenes and documents you find. The voice acting is incredible and immersive. So let's talk about the visuals of this game. This game goes for PS1 style graphics. Characters look low poly or low resolution, and so does the environment. The game features some incredible lighting effects, which is important because of the monster of this game. One thing that really stood out to me in this game is the way that some scenes are framed, because they feel almost cinematic and very well thought out. Additionally, the horror sequences are very well presented, and you are gonna be creeped out by this game. The game has multiple settings that play into the retro style aesthetics and that you can toggle on the settings screen. You can adjust the light quality, the frame rate, internal resolution, TV filter, polygon, and ambient camera wobble. In regards to the frame rate, it's important to note that the game is designed to run at 24 frames per second for the most authentic retro feel and to evade screen tearing, which is something that happens if you go for 60 FPS. The highest resolution in this game is 480p, and this is again the game going for the most retro feel possible. Nevertheless, the game looks really good. In terms of the performance, these were my PC specs and these were the game's PC requirements. I played the game at 60 FPS at 480p. The game ran at a consistent 60 frames per second, no frame rate drops whatsoever. I only encountered the screen tearing problem, and from my understanding, it's because of the 60 FPS. In what regards to the music and sound design, this game is very atmospheric. The soundtracks, the sound effects, everything makes this game immersive, tense, and spooky.
Amy? Amy? Are you okay?
So let's talk about the gameplay. Fear of the Spotlight is a third-person survival horror adventure game. The focus of the game is on story, puzzle solving, exploration, and surviving encounters with the monster of the game. The gameplay loop is simple and effective. You will explore the empty school looking for key items, solving puzzles, and picking up documents that expand the story. The game handles the exploration very well because they made sure not to make it overwhelming. You can only explore a small area of multiple rooms before passing on to the next section. This allows for exploration to be interesting but not overwhelming. The school setting is a very interesting setting and mixed in with the supernatural elements, similar to a Silent Hill for example, really makes it stand out. Puzzles are very interesting and manageable. Some are a little obtuse, but with a little observation you will be able to figure them out. One thing that's very interesting in this game and that reminded me a lot of Amnesia is that when you are solving puzzles or interacting with items, the game expects you to do certain movements with the controller or with the mouse to simulate what you would do or how you would interact with that item in real life. Like for example, if you need to unlock and open a drawer, you're gonna have to select the item, in this case the key, to open the drawer, and you're gonna have to do the movement with the mouse or the control stick to open the drawer. This adds another layer to the interaction with the environments, objects, and puzzle solving that I found very good. In terms of enemies, there's only one enemy throughout the entire game. He has a spotlight for a head. Besides him, you have other extensions of him, which are spotlights that come from the ceiling in certain sections of the game. At certain times in the game, you will come across this monster and you will have to run and hide so he doesn't find you. As part of the mechanics in this game, you can crouch and hide under tables, and that's important for these sequences. All you have to do is hide and escape. Sequences are usually limited to a certain room. He doesn't follow you throughout the entire game. This way you get moments where you can explore calmly and hide, and chase sequences with the monster to change it up a bit every so often. If the monster sees you, he pulls you close to him and you take damage, and you can use inhalers to heal yourself up. The story will unfold before you with the documents that you find in the cutscenes that take place as you progress through the game. One important last detail is that the game features modern controls and not tank controls. The game takes around 2 hours to complete. So let's talk about the cons and the pros of this game. And I'm gonna start off with the cons, because in general my complaints with this game are minimal. My first critique would be that some of the puzzles in this game are a little bit obtuse. However, I have to emphasize that it's only some of them and that in general, they are not excessively hard to comprehend. With a little observation, you can figure it out. My second critique would be that there are some areas in the game where the spotlights in the ceilings appear and they patrol certain areas. And as soon as you come out of a safe room, you can get hit by them. I found that to be annoying and unnecessary, but that really didn't take away much from my experience. So let's talk about the pros of this game. First of all, the visuals. The lighting, the PS1 visuals, the scene framing in the horror sequences were excellent and much better than a lot of AAA games that I played. Secondly, the atmosphere. It was creepy throughout the entire game, and that's quite the achievement, to be honest. And last but not least, the story. The story was very interesting and mysterious, and it's very satisfying when you find out the truth towards the end of the game. So in conclusion, Fear of the Spotlight is a short and outstanding survival horror game that interweaves its retro visuals with some incredible atmospheric music, some spooky horror sequences and setting. The thing that brings it all together is an intriguing story and some solid gameplay that serves to make this game simultaneously familiar and unique. For this reason, I highly recommend Fear of the Spotlight for PC on Steam. The link to the game's page will be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Amy, was that you?
Holy crap. I can't believe it's working. Spirit, who are you? Are you the one I hear following me in the halls?
Wait, what? Amy, has something been following you around? Spirit, are you dangerous? Amy, I don't like this. I'm scared.
It's going to be okay, Vivian. Take deep breaths.
Amy, I want to stop! Amy?
Hi everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with our content.